Alright guys, what are we talking about today? The Real Steel H6 and the Harnds Assassin. And both of these are in 14C 28N. Oh, this one does say it. That's where it is right there. So, the Assassin. Got this back when it was on sale. Probably, it's got to probably be close to a year ago, maybe. Maybe less, I'm not sure. Last summer. It was like $10 or $12 off the normal price, so I believe it was like $27. And then the H6 here, this is the whatever the blue sheep version is. I don't know if that's the difference between the hollow grind and the flat grind on these, but this is definitely an older one with the standard slot hardware and the regular clip. So went ahead and did edge retention on both of these. So we'll go ahead and get that cutting out of the way and come back and talk about a steel that's had quite a resurgence lately. I'm happy to see that more budget companies are using 14C now instead of all that not so good D2 we were getting. So let's get that cutting out of the way and talk about these. Alright, now that we saw that cutting, go ahead and start out with the assassin here. First off, just go ahead and show. I picked this one because it was blue and gray. I had a pretty good idea. It was just a painted blade, and as you can see, did all the testing in this area. You can see where I've done some other use with it. It does mark up quite easily, and it, not only down there does it appear to be coming off by the secondary, but up here by the flat portion it also appears to be completely gone in a couple places, but not a big deal. It was pretty inexpensive. So how did the Harnds do? So used this one a couple times. I'd lent it out to a couple people to use, so I knew that when I got it back and sharpened it, it was on the third edge. So I went ahead and tested it, and I got 122 feet fine edge, 101 feet working edge, for a total of 223 feet. Sharpened it again, same way as always, and on the fourth edge, 124 feet fine edge, 97 feet working edge, for a total of 221 feet. So not bad. Usually what pretty good Sandvik does in testing. And I'll talk about both of these here in a minute after we cover the results. And on the real steel, I've had this probably 2 years at least, maybe more, not positive. This one, I know from using it that by the time I tested it, I was on the fourth edge. So I went ahead and ran it. This one, 119 feet fine edge, 79 feet working edge, for a total of 198 feet. This one, just like the assassin, are both at 15 degrees per side. So went ahead and ran the verification on this one. 120 feet fine edge, 82 feet working edge, for a total of 202 feet. Now, this tells you how long I've had this one. Kurt actually tested this one back when he was still testing. I will have to look, but I believe this was around 57. Not positive. Like I said, I'll definitely have to go back and look. It's been probably well over a year since Kurt tested this. And I am going to go ahead and carry one of these. It's been a little while since I've carried any 14C. While I remember how it is in use, I don't exactly remember everything. Trying to carry all the different stuff I do and remember everything, definitely going to need a refresher on it. I am going to carry the real steel. Not that I have anything against the Harnds. I actually really like that knife. I just figure since I've used this one quite a bit recently, that I'll go ahead and carry this one. And that will be perfect to go along with, and I'll talk about it in a separate video, but In the sun cut video, it was overwhelmingly everyone wanted me to try out the Scepter. I did carry it for a few weeks. I'll talk about that and how it is an actual use to the 14C28N. So both of these, any of you that have sharpened Sandvik, sharpen up really nice. The edge comes up nice and crisp, no problems with it. They deburr very well, both of them. They strap back during use very well. So I'll do a separate video when I don't know, I'm sitting here doing a video thinking about it. Maybe I'll carry each of them for a certain amount of time and see how they do, so I can do a direct comparison against what I actually tested and how they are in use. And speaking of that, I am going to do a totally different video, and I know I've been testing long enough now. I have enough results. And as you guys know, the things like the Sandvik, the 9CR18, they cut, let's say, around 200 feet to 220 feet or so. And definitely need to address edge retention and how something like this compares to S30V, S35VN, and so on. So I'm not going to give any of that away here, but definitely going to talk about that, because I know I've definitely gotten some questions about it, and I want to clear up any confusion there might be as to how to actually look at the edge retention results and what the takeaway is from that. So, you guys want to talk about 14C, go ahead and leave a comment. Be happy to talk to you about it. That's all I have for this one. As always, I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.